What's going on, everyone? How y'all doing today? Kyochi here, coming with a brand new video. For this video, we are going to be going ahead and doing Road to Master Ball Tier Episode 5 for Pokemon Shield. If you guys want to go ahead and watch this video, feel free. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. But let's get into the video. Alright, you guys, let's get into the video. So today, I did try to do a video earlier today, but, I was taking care of some stuff, but I didn't like the way that the video, how it turned out and stuff like that. So we're going to go back into the ranked matches, and as you can see, we are in the Great Ball Tier number 7. I can't believe that we are in Great Ball Tier 7. I honestly did not expect us to actually go ahead and hit this milestone, but we are doing very, very well for ourselves with these two teams that we have made ourselves. So we are going ahead and we are using the teams of Cinderace, Gyarados, Appletun, Bisharp, Togekiss, Dragapult, Charizard, Gastrodon, Frosthorn, Duraludon, Hydreigon, and Mimikyu. So I honestly can say that these two teams right here are the best teams that I've made myself for Pokemon Sword and Shield. And we are going to kick things off with our second team with us being introduced to the Great Ball Tier. And things are going to get a little bit more heated from here on out, because now the teams are actually going to be definitely more consistent with only using 2 EV spreads and stuff like that, or in this case IV spreads. So this team kind of looks like it's kind of similar to the last couple of teams that I've been going up against. So we have ourselves Rotom Heat, Excadrill, Milotic, Corviknight, Dragapult, and Galvantula. Now, I honestly can say that this team is pretty weak to fire-type moves, and it's definitely going to be weak against my Hydreigon as well, plus my Duraludon, depending on where the spreads and stuff like that are going to be. I also do see my Mimikyu putting in a lot of work too, so that way the Mimikyu can actually go ahead and get the Swords Dance to Drain Punch, depending on what I'm going up against. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and bring in my Duraludon as my first mon, my Hydreigon as my second, and my Charizard as my last Pokemon. So I honestly don't think that we're actually going to be staying in the Great Ball Tier for too long, because this team actually does have a good spread of valuability amongst themselves and everything. So, and I honestly can see this Corviknight being the other standard Corviknights that I've seen and things like that. But we are going to go ahead and try to, do our best in order to take this team down. So we do see the Galvantula as the first mon that is going to kick things off. And we are going to go for a Max Rimwind. And I know for a fact that this Galvantula is not going to be attack invested. It's going to be special attack invested. But we are going to go ahead and Dynamax our Duraludon right off the bat. And we're going to go for the Max Rimwind to lower the attack. And we're probably going to do some pretty big damage against this. So he's going to go for the Thunder. Wow. Okay. And it actually makes the connection. And we're going to go for the Max Rimwind. Oh, wow. And we almost blow back the Galvantula. So the Galvantula is definitely faster. And I can go for a Max Steel Spike and actually knock out the Galvantula, because then we can go ahead and get ourselves a defense boost. depending on what the Galvantula wants to do, I could probably assume, yeah, it's definitely going to go for a Thunder Wave to actually try to get the paralysis. But it doesn't get the paralysis, and we do get the Max Steel Spike, and we knock out the Galvantula. And we do get the defense boost, and the Galvantula is down. So the next mon that will probably be making an appearance will probably be Dragapult, if I had to make a guess. But we'll go ahead and see right here, right now. And like I said, it's going to be Dragapult. So we are definitely going to go for the Max Brim Wind right here. So that way we can actually lower this Dragapult attack. And it's going to go for Phantom Force. And we do go for the Max Brim Wind. Okay, so I'm going to go for a Dragon Pulse. And hopefully I don't get fully paralyzed. And we do make the connection with the Dragon Pulse. It does fire off. And we almost knock out the Dragapult. It might go for another Phantom Force. But I'm going to go for a Dragon Pulse. So it does go for a Phantom Force. What I'm gonna do is actually just gonna go ahead and let my Duraludon go down here. Because I don't see my Duraludon putting in any more work than it needs to. So I'm going to go into my Charizard. And I'm going to be playing this pretty safely from this point on. And I'm going to go ahead and hit it with the Dragon Claw Choice Scarf. I don't know if my Choice Scarf is actually going to make me faster than the Dragapult. But we are going to see it right here and see if it actually does make me faster. So we're actually going to go ahead and see the Dynamax from the Dragapult. And it goes for the Max Brim Wind. It might just knock me out. And I'm going to say that crit mattered. And I know I'm going to be slower, but... And I do get knocked out. Well... We take our first loss in the Great Ball tier. So we're going to go up against another trainer. And they are the same ranked as us. And this team is going to consist of Mimikyu, Excadrill, Sylveon, Rotom Wash, Snorlax, and Dragapult. So I do see my Duraludon putting in a lot of work against this team. I always say that at this point. But, because he's got it doesn't really have that much like synergy against this team and everything. So I'm gonna bring my Duraludon as my first mon. I'm gonna bring Mimikyu as the second, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring Charizard as my last. And he brings Dragapult out first. Okay. So this is like a great ideal situation for me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to Dynamax right off the bat. And I'm going to go for the Max Rimwind against this Dragapult. Because I honestly don't see this Dragapult actually winning, and I probably might just go for a Phantom Force. It actually goes for a U-turn. So this could be a Choice Scarf, Dragapult, or a Choice Band Dragapult. So we go for the Max Rimwind. And we do lower the attack of the Excadrill. And we're going to go for another Max Rimwind, so then that way his attack power can be even less harmful to me. So she's going to go ahead and Dynamax her Excadrill. And it's probably going to go for a Max Quake if I really had to make the guess. Yeah. So it goes for the Max Quake. And our Duraludon is going to go ahead and take a little bit, or take a big tickle of damage. And our weakness policy comes off. And that's going to give us a +2 in attack and special attack. And we are going to go ahead and bop this Excadrill with more major damage. And we're just going to go ahead and keep on hitting it with Max Rimwind to get rid of the Excadrill. So it goes for another Max Quake. Our Duraludon is still sitting strong. What? I can't believe it actually survived. Wow. I honestly cannot believe that this Excadrill actually survived. Alright, so I'm not going to go for a Swords Dance right off the bat. I'm going to go for a Shadow Sneak to get first priority. Because it's definitely going to go ahead and kill at this point. So we take down the Excadrill. And we know that she does have a Dragapult. And she's actually going to bring out Sylveon. So I'm going to go for the Swords Dance. And we're faster. And she goes for a Shadow Ball. And I'm going to go for the Play Rough. I'm pretty sure this is not going to knock out the Sylveon. But with being +2, we should do a lot of damage. We totally knocked back the Sylveon. Oh, snap. Okay, I was not expecting to go ahead and actually... I'm going to go for a Shadow Sneak. Just to get some chip damage. And we take down a Dragapult. Are you serious? We took down the Dragapult with a Shadow Sneak. That is crazy. I'm going to save that replay. I can't believe we actually took down a Dragapult with a Shadow Sneak. Better for my stand-in. So we're going to go up against rank 7, and his name is K. And he has... Oh, God. He's got Toxapex. And he's got Grimmsnarl, Excadrill, Orbeetle, Rotom, Heat, and Gyarados. So I do see my Duraludon putting in so much work against this team. And I see Hydreigon putting in work too. And I could probably say my Charizard put in some work too. So we're going to go with our Duraludon as our first mon, Hydreigon as our second, and I think we're going to go with our Charizard as our last. Because even though he does have 2 Water-type Pokemon on his side of the team, if his Gyarados has like Earthquake or something, then we can actually go ahead and get a max Lightning or something like that, or maybe even a Thunderbolt or something along those lines. So the first one he's going to be sitting out is Gyarados. Okay. So Gyarados does come out, and he's got the Intimidate, so he's not Moxie. I repeat, he is not Moxie Boost. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to Dynamax my Duraludon to max Lightning. And he's actually going to withdraw his Gyarados. Oh, wow. And he's going to go into Excadrill. I just wasted a valuable turn. Oh, man. So I basically have to think differently than I would for the regular Pokeball and other tier stuff like that too. So it's not going to be the same things. So I basically just wasted a valuable turn of Dynamax right there. So he's going to Dynamax his Excadrill. And he's going to max Guard. So I'm going to go for another max Rimwind. And he's going to go for the max Quake. And that's going to pop my weakness policy. He's going to get a special defense boost. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm actually going to go ahead and make him waste a couple of turns of his Dynamax, because he wasted, so he got a pretty good good turns on my Dynamax. So I'm gonna go for Hydreigon. Wait, Max Quick actually hits a Levitate? What? Wow. I was not expecting it to hit. So I'm gonna go for a Hydro Pump. I was not expecting it to hit. Oh, wait. It's Mold Breaker. It's a Mold Breaker, that's why it hit. So I get the Hydro Pump, I make the connection, and that's gonna knock out the Excadrill. And I'm gonna see that crit mattered. And he's gonna bring out Rotom Heat. And I'm already locked into Choice Specs Hydro Pump. I don't know if this is gonna kill or not. And it would have killed. And he goes for the Volt Switch. God. Come on. That would have killed. And he goes into Gyarados. I was not expecting him to go into... I was not expecting my Hydreigon to actually miss that Hydro Pump. And I go for the Thunder Punch. I make the connection, and I almost knock out the Gyarados. Charizard, you're living on 7. I'm just gonna get some chip damage as much as I can. So my Duraludon comes back out. So I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse. And he goes for the Thunderbolt. And that's going to seal the deal. Oh well. That is that. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more. And I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.